Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brad Hurd. I'm back on the Edison Home suitcase model, and I'm going to show you how to put the barrel into the gear train. Everything's ready to go together. You can see that we have the drive pulleys all clean and nice. Center in here is free of oil, belt tensioner, crank, 4 screws. So what you do,
And where's that ring?
the ring's right here. We have the brass ring, and it goes to the spring barrel drive gear. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put a drop of oil right there,
Sewing machine oil?
sewing machine oil there. And now this pinion goes into this hole, and you got to kind of, there, slips in. You have to line up the gear train too to do that. Now you're going to make sure that the governor yoke is facing towards you, and you'll set this down like that. And then you'll stab this pinion in, and sometimes they don't want to go. You have to move, there we go. You have to move the ratchet paw. And that goes into place. You line up the screw holes. You have 4 screws in each corner.
You mean one in each corner?
Well, 1 in each corner, yeah.
4 screws, 1 in each corner. See, I'd be looking for 3 more holes in that corner.
And then you're going to go across to the other side.
Does it matter which way you put the...
Doesn't matter what way, but you always want to cross across. You don't want to put 2 here and 2 here, because you have to line the casting to the holes.
Okay.
And it makes it a much easier. I've already pre-oiled them. And that one's kind of a booger to get in there. Let me see. Pretty much that's all there is to it. Now everything's locked down. So on this motor, I've polished all the pinion bearings out for the moving of the gear trains. I've polished out the pinions for the governors. On the, this is where the drive pulley slides on. And I took a file and I filed off the little burrs here on the flat spot so you wouldn't have any problems putting that back together. So we take all this work and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it fires up. Now we'll just give a little tension on the spring. You're getting the noise from the wood because these are cushioned with springs, but when you pick it up, the motor's dead silent. You know, Edison's advertising said these machines ran absolutely silent. Well, I kind of believe it on this one. This is a lot of fun. Next, I'll start the 1897 one and show you a little difference in the 1897 and this 1900 one. This is the governor drive gear that I've already pre-cleaned, and you'll see it has no cutouts in it. But you see this kind of yellowing on the brass? That's called etching from the oil, and I had to polish that out and get the etching off. I did both sides.
This is for the other machine.
This is for the other motor, the early one, 1896. This drive gear, you see, has cutouts in it. In the gear. In this gear, it's been cut out right here. And on the early one, 1896, they don't have cutouts. And I like this because this gear is a little more heavier and it'll kind of work like a flywheel when the motor's running. I'll go over the different nuances of both motors once I finish putting the earlier 1896 Home motor together, and then I'll have them both together on the bench to show you. Basically, it's the same operation of putting this all together. You know, this hobby's a lot of fun, and that's my tip for the day.